All right, guys, we are live back here on Muscle Discord, and we have a special guest, Rich.
What's
Last
going
name,
on? Gayle?
I want to say make it right, Gayle. Okay,
Yes.
there we go. Got it right. So, man, welcome to the show. First off,
Thank you.
appreciate you coming on, and I'm just getting things kind of set up here. Get my make sure we're connected on YouTube properly. Let me just see. There we go. Now it's coming through. There we go. All right. So we got you set up there, Richard. You're good?
Yep. I'm all good
Okay.
now. Yes.
Awesome. So first off, guys, Richard, kind of introduce yourself to everyone. Give them a background. You and IFBB Pro, and where you're from, etc.
All right. Well, first off, thank you, Matt, for giving me the opportunity to come on your platform. I've been watching you for a while, and all I can say is you're like wildflower. You're just growing and growing and growing. So
Thank you, brother.
kudos.
Thank you.
Myself, I've been in industry for over 20 years now.
Okay.
I started coaching in the year 2000, so I've been around the block, seen it all. My first show getting on stage was 2013, first bodybuilding show. Won the overall in that, and I guess you can call I got the little itch. But before that, just been coaching background, played pro soccer in China, and after my career, I decided to get into fitness more and see the different aspect of health and wellness and coaching and training, and got the itch.
Awesome. And did you work with Quinton? Didn't you tell me you worked with Quinton?
First show, so his first show helped him get on stage when he first got into his first show, which was King Kong. So we did a
Okay.
little help there. So like I said, he's just a beast.
Yeah.
His name speaks for itself. Like he's a different type of specimen. He did all the work. I just gave him the certain tools, and he executed.
Cool. Cool. So yeah, Rich is in the industry. He's got lots of inside. He always has like inside scoops for me and stuff. And we'll keep it quiet there. But he's been in the industry a long time over there in Eastern Canada. You're in Ontario,
Correct. Yes.
right? And so yeah, he knows the Ontario scene in bodybuilding and through nationals, and now going into the pro league. So great to have you on the show. I love your perspective on things and your analysis of the shows and the athletes. So it's good to have you on when I can. So appreciate you coming on. So topics of today. I did a recap of the Chicago Pro. Did you watch
Mhm.
any of the live stream of the Chicago Pro?
I watched some of the live stream from your podcast and some
Yeah.
other channels, but yeah, so I got a glimpse of it. Yes.
Okay. And I made the comment about, Steve Weinberger and saying, what the hell was that first call out with the top 8 call out? So let's show people. I have it here before.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a little context here. Share my screen here.
Perfect.
Still have the replay of it, so I guess I can just show that.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. Okay. So I'll go full screen here. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, they do this first call out. And have you seen this before? Have you seen a call out that large? I've seen a 6 call out, but
I've
never.
seen 6, never 8. Like that
Yeah,
was, yeah. I don't understand the reason behind it, but I guess on that day, were they behind? Who knows? But thought process only that judge knows.
yeah, and so it was like to me, the stage is too small for this for one.
Yes.
The lighting on the both ends of it's terrible, so you can't really see the guys on the very end. The lighting is always the best in the middle,
Yes.
right? So I'm trying to figure out like what was in Steve's head to be like let's do a top 8, and then there was Jordan Hutchison who was not in the top 8. Just think about this for a second. He lands up in 5th place in finals,
That's my
right?
point. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
So it just like he wasn't compared to anyone in that top 8,
And then jumps
right?
up.
And then in finals, he's somehow in 5th place. So I was just like, what the fuck happened at the Chicago Pro? I wanted to emphasize the what the fuck part because that was just, it
It
makes you
wasn't.
come, yeah, it makes you question. what is going on with the judging sometimes, and are they actually like, I know Steve Weinberger is awesome. He's on the show. He's has all the experience in the world, but was it just because all these guys were so close? Is he couldn't? He had to be like, I need to bring more guys out on stage to see
But
what's going on.
but that's my thing. Like I said, I remember specifically Steve Weinberg judged me Bermuda, 2019, and when I got off stage, and my placing I asked, and he's like, when you come out, you have to. I'm different. You got to wow me right away. If you don't wow me, you're pushed to the side. I don't care how you look a minute later, but that's my thought process. So then I said to him, but then how do you get someone the opportunity to get better or during the posing rounds, this and that? You got to wow me right away. So
Okay.
that's weird to me.
Yeah, it's just weird, and I've never seen that before, so it was very confusing to see who was sixth through eighth. I didn't know. I didn't even know who was fifth because of the
Yeah.
way he called it out. So I think that was just a very strange show. And then Phil Klahar, I think he got overlooked as well.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
I believe he placed 13th,
yeah, I think so.
but here's my reasoning now. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Let's use Robin Strand for a moment.
Yeah,
Now, he did the Vancouver, which is like 6 days prior,
yeah,
and finished third or fourth.
third.
Third. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're telling me in that time frame, 6 days, you were so poorly that you finished last? I justify
Well,
that.
yeah. Well, obviously, different day, different lineup of guys, right?
Of
So,
course. Okay,
yeah,
different lineup of guys. I'm glad you brought that point. So my
yeah.
question is this: in that other lineup, who else was there? Tim Budishine was there.
Oh,
Comparable. They were close.
good point.
So how do you justify that? The
Yes,
placing.
yes. If Robin would, well, again, the line,
And
I see what
the
you're saying.
lineup.
Yes, it's who's in between them. Now, I still
Stanimal.
I stat. Oh, there you go. Stanimal was eighth in
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Robin was so Robin in
Was in that
there.
call out.
Yes, he wasn't. He was third call out. So
Yeah.
Robin wasn't was better was a better bodybuilder last week than Stanimal
And the
by
place has
far.
changed by far.
Yeah. Okay. And then Stanimal leapfrogs up to sixth place
Right.
ahead of Robin. It looks a bit fuller and a little bit tighter. He looked better than he did in
He looked
Van, but
better, 100%.
yeah.
100% looked better.
But and then he's ahead of Robin now, and Robin's all the way down to 16th.
That's my point. Was Robin that bad? No. So I don't
No, he looked.
understand. I don't understand how you do the placing with that call out, and it just doesn't add up to me. I'm not a judge, but I've
Yeah,
been in the industry for over 20 years. I think I have a good handle. I talked to a lot of judges, but
yeah,
like I said, just some justification would be nice. But who knows?
yeah, yeah. And the thing is, Tyler Manuel wasn't there, so there's not going to be a
It,
kind of a
you're not gonna get feedback,
no, no,
so we'll never
no
know.
feed. We'll never know. So that's just my take on that. I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on that. I'm not hating on Steve Weinberger.
No,
He's the
of course
man.
not. He's the
He does
man.
his
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. So
Just some reasoning. Just try to understand a little bit more. So future, you're a coach, I'm a coach, so we know.
yeah,
Okay, well, maybe we know what to look for a little bit more. Are we missing something? That's all we're asking.
yeah, yeah. That's a very good point. I didn't think about how Stanimal was behind Robin Strand by far in the Van Pearl show, and now he's ahead of Robin, and it's a complete. That's a good point. And Tim was right there with Robin,
Yeah.
or what? Yeah. So it's like okay, very strange. But anyways, and guys, Mac Truck, we couldn't get our schedules together today, so we're gonna try and either maybe later this week. But yeah, Mac Truck is just we had to change our daily slot. Usually it's 3 p.m. on Mondays. I'm now expanding my business, so I need to be at my office more, and I can't be there to, I need to be home around 5 or 6 now instead of like 3. So, and that's usually the time that me and Matt go on, and Matt can't do this 6 p.m. time slot Pacific Standard Time, because he's at his shop, his bike shop, working, and then he goes to the gym after, and he's prepping. So we're trying to like, figure out,
Figure it out.
because before we used to do Sundays, and then that didn't work, and then we got to go into Mondays. So that's what's going on with Mac Truck. We're trying to figure out the schedule. So this isn't the Matt Mac show. This is a regular live stream, guys. This isn't. We're not doing that. So
And Matt,
people are asking.
you brought up a
Yeah.
very good point. Look at the lighting at the show. It seems like everything's just in the middle, the bright light,
Yeah.
and everything's
Yeah.
dark. Come on,
Yeah.
promoters. Like let's work on something. We're talking about increasing prize money. It's not. How about we increase that money and go into the lighting?
Yeah. Yeah. This stage was.
Dark.
The quality of the stream was awesome. The 4K
Yeah.
was like wow. Imagine
Sharp.
if the lighting was better. Yeah. So I agree with that. And that's kind of why I'm like, why are you putting 8 guys on a tiny stage where you can't see the guys on the ends?
Well, that's my point. That's the
Yeah.
whole idea. That doesn't make any sense to me. What are you looking at?
I don't know. It was just really weird. But
Mhm.
I hope Steve doesn't do that again. I've never seen him do that. Didn't make sense. Can't properly really compare the guys when you're looking all the way out to one edge of the stage and you're looking all the way under and trying to compare these guys.
Yeah, you
Doesn't make
can't.
sense.
You
Doesn't make
can't.
sense. Okay, let's talk about the Dubai Pro Show. That's coming up this weekend.
Whew. Yes.
Let me stop the share here. Let's go to Rubio. Now, shit, this guy. And I've been hyping him up since the Prague Pro. I think he got third in.
Right.
And people are like, this guy's terrible. His waist is too huge and this and that. And I disagree. I disagree with
Well,
that.
I agree with you, man. Totally. But people need to understand he's new in the sport in the eyes of he's never used pro tan before. Like he's never tanned. He's never really been on an elite stage. Yeah, he came from the elite league. No shame, no shade. That I don't classify that as a proper league. IFBB is where it's at. But let's push it to the side, and you can tell he's raw, still raw. And look what he's accomplishing already.
Yeah.
He's young.
He's young. He got third in his first show.
First show.
Question: will Rolly ever come back? Rolly Winkler? No,
No.
I don't think so.
You
Yeah,
could see that.
he's retired. Yeah,
That shoulder.
shoulder injuries, surgeries. So it's unfortunate, but I think you could kind of see the decline of Rolly near the end there, and that was probably due to his injuries. But
Right,
no,
exactly.
he won't be coming back. But so we have Rubio, we have Andrew Jack's not doing the Dubai Pro. We got William Bonac, we got Nathan Diasha, we got Baruz. Now we have Mo Fuda now doing the show. What's your take on? I'll make my predictions later this week.
Okay, all right.
But I'm with that being said, with the people I just named, I would say that I'm just gonna say Rubio is gonna win this show. It's my prediction.
I have him top 3. Gary, easy top 3 for
Okay,
sure.
okay, that's safe to say. Yeah.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Can he win the show? Most definitely, if he's comfortable and just does his posing, because we all know it's a bodybuilding show. He's big. His posing has improved. Structure may not be the prettiest to some people, but overall symmetry.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to hear, oh, he's got a big waist, this and that. A lot of people don't know how to control it. If he can control that, it can be problems for a lot of people.
Well, he can. It looks like he is controlling his waist. His abs are some of the best etched out
In the business,
abs.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't. It's not about he has a gut or anything. He just
No.
has a thicker side to
waistline.
side.
Yes.
Yeah.
The obliques. It's just the obliques.
Yeah. But if he's tighter and he's more streamlined in the sense of conditioning, will that make him look better on stage? And he did at I think it was the Prague where he got third.
Yes. Prague got third.
Yeah. And then Krizo was second, and then I think Samson won. So, yeah, I think that was it.
We will see a better Rubio, 100%. And the reason why I say that, I was talking to Chris, and his words were, just wait and see. Like, wow, he's putting it together piece by piece. That's important.
Yeah. He just look. I can tell. We've been in the industry so long. We've been competitors. You're a competitor still. I
Hmm.
used to compete. You just know when the vascularity in the delts in the chest, or this is how many
Look at
weeks out.
that.
This was like,
Yeah.
in the back, the lat, when you have the
Popping.
veins, guys. This is you don't see this very often, and the fact that he's a newbie, I feel like a lot of pros are shitting their pants
Oh yeah.
knowing that they have to fucking go up against this guy, and they're gonna just. Didn't he beat Nathan Diasha at the Prague?
Yeah.
Was it Nathan
I think Nathan came
fourth?
fourth. Yeah. I think you could be
I
right.
think so. Guys in the chat,
Correct
if
us
we're
if we're
incorrect, let
wrong.
us know. But I think he beat Nathan Diasha already at
I
the
will
Prague.
say, yeah, this Dubai show, a lot of people are going to get exposed when they stand side by side with it. I will say that.
Yes. What's this person? What's this? Let me go to the comments here for a sec.
Hmm.
NeckZilla got Chris Cormier in his corner though. Does Chris train any other guys? Well, he's training Breon as
Breon,
well.
yeah.
Uh, but he's not necessarily like his coach,
No, he's
like
not his coach.
dieting.
Yeah, he has his own diet coach. Ruben has his own diet coach right
Mhm.
now, but the, the rumor is, from what I'm hearing, he's going back to his original coach that helped him in Prague after the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so right now it's gonna be interesting. That's why this show is gonna be interesting when you see what's gonna happen after.
Mhm.
He left the coach, then he came back, and rumor has it I'm going back to the original coach. Language barrier, I assume, but yeah, it's gonna
I
be
thought
interesting.
this new coach. I thought this new coach spoke his language, so I thought he spoke.
I think he speaks his language, but I just think the comfortability is just.
Mm.
I think Ruben is more comfortable with the original coach, and that's the thing in the industry. Like it's hard to get that really good rapport. You can have the best coach in the world, but all it boils down to a rapport.
Yeah.
And rumor is the rapport he had, he feels better with the first one. So we'll see.
Okay. Because he's making good progress already.
Yeah,
So I don't know if he needs to change, but I don't want to. It's not smart to do last minute changes. But
no.
anyways, you know,
After the show, we'll know after the show. I know that
yeah.
for a fact.
Okay. So definitely. So I'm just gonna do it. I don't care. I know how Bonek looks. I know how Nathan looks.
Hmm. Hmm.
I just I just think, sure, is he as aesthetically pleasing? Is Bonek aesthetically pleasing?
Exactly.
Right? Nathan, yeah, he's got some aesthetics, but not necessarily aesthetically pleasing, right? And then you have Baruz, who's got a, good structure and flow. The
Hmm.
legs, though, are going to be destroyed by Rubio. So, what poses is Baruz going to beat Rubio in?
That's
Front
the
double
point.
bicep,
Yeah. Front
front
double
double bicep,
bicep. Yeah.
right?
Ruby wins side chest. No one's beating him
Yep.
side chest or side tricep.
No.
Um,
Back
his
double
back,
bicep.
his back is not dense and full as it could be. Now that could be
Yeah.
just from learning how to pose and opening up his lats. So,
Yeah.
but Chris has improved. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But they're posing a lot out there. From what I'm hearing, him, Brian, Miracle Bears out there, they're posing a lot.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting.
I just wish that we saw the
Well,
backside more, but he doesn't
he
post
doesn't
that.
post it, and that's so there you go. That's a tip right there. He doesn't post it. You don't post something unless you're comfortable in it.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know. I know. I'm just being biased because I'm a fan of Rubel and I just want him to win and
Oh
go to the
yeah,
Olympia,
that'd be nice.
right?
It'd be great for the Olympia, but it's not about being biased. It's truly he has a real good
Look at
shot.
this.
Look at
Yeah.
that. Like, so his back has changed,
Yeah.
but like I said, you're only as good as when you stand beside someone who's just as good or if not better to see the real progress.
Yeah. That's crazy back. And people say he didn't have a good back. Well, he's improved. You can definitely tell he's bigger. His delts are bigger. His arms are bigger.
He's
His back is
improved.
bigger. He's improved.
This will not be the
So
same Rubio's Prague. I guarantee that.
No, no, and that was an impressive Rubio at Prague when he
Right.
got his pro card that same day, the night
Right.
before. So yeah, I'm gonna say Rubio first. It's just
Hmm.
crazy, I know, because you got to think, these guys are veterans. All of them are necessarily right, and I would say, man, probably
You want to say
Bruce second.
Bruce? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Hmm.
and then probably Nathan third, and well, I don't know. The Mo's in the money now, so
Well, I heard Mo's entering now too.
yeah,
That's
Mo is there. So
hmm.
uh, can you see that? Yeah, let's make sure I'm sharing my screen. He shocked a lot of people. I predicted him to win the Chicago Pro, so I got that one right. But
He came in with a vengeance. He had a
yeah,
plan, and he's like, you know what? Look out, guys! I'm coming in. So good.
and just really impressive conditioning. He worked with Boss Outlaw
Yes.
again, showing how good of a coach he is with the track record now. I think he has the most pro wins under his belt
Yeah.
in a
People
year.
don't
Like,
know. Boss Outlaw.
mhm,
I was messaging him talking about coaching, and he is very analytical.
mhm.
Like when he's listening and talks about it, he visualizes, he analyzes. He's a coach overall. From step A all the way to Z. He gives you the reasoning, the detail, and why, what you need.
Okay, he's got to have some type of formula that's working with these
Yeah.
guys.
Yes. It's a
Um,
formula.
Definitely, because they're it's consistent, and they all have that same look, the dry,
Hmm.
fucking paper thin skin for the most part
Yep.
look. Now, if Boss of Outlaw teamed up with NeckZilla,
Rubio. I was about to say that.
yeah,
Imagine that.
game
But
over.
game over.
But
But the thing is, there's too many big guys in the camp. I'm not saying
yeah,
Rubio's not big, but then it's like now you really have to say, okay, how do you manage all that? And he doesn't show favoritism. He gives 100% to everybody, but now you're taking over a lot, which it can be done. It's proven it's been done with Chad
yeah,
back in the days and Hani. It's just at what cost?
exactly, exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
Rubio's structure does have some limitations,
Yes.
but it's just I think he's going to be good in so much of the side poses. The front lat's actually okay for him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even the ab and thigh he can beat some of these guys in. The front double bicep. He's got so much muscle
That's the thing.
that
So much muscle. When you condense it and pose, how does it flow?
yeah, yeah. I don't, it's gonna be tough. And then you got William, who you can never count him out. I counted him out and I was wrong at
Yeah.
at the what was it, the Empro.
Yeah. Conquer
So
it. Yeah. He always has something up his sleeve.
yeah.
Could
And
be interesting.
kudos to him for doing all these shows back to back. It's not easy.
And traveling and a supplement line. Like he's busy and he still
Yeah,
shows up. Still shows up. So kudos.
still shows up. And can he win the show? I don't think so. It's the lineup's getting tougher now.
Unfortunately, I don't think so
Um,
either. No.
and he lost to Nathan already, so can't see him just all of a sudden going above Nathan. That's why I'm putting him in that fourth position. If the judges stick to their track record of how they judged shows a
Hmm.
few weeks ago, then
Right.
and Nathan doesn't look watery or something, and I mean it all depends on who's bringing the better condition that day.
Hmm.
Then they could flip flop. But
But
you know,
here's a curveball for you. Just
yeah,
imagine if Andrew Jack was going to do the show. We know he's not. I know he's not.
yeah,
But like, just imagine the
that's
wow factor that Dubai would have been. A lot of
yeah.
people.
He probably would win the show if he was dialed in good.
If you, yes,
Yes, because there's no one can touch that structure, and he would
no.
just dominate. He'd be so tall, and just towering over everyone, and the quads and the the symmetry that he has, the pretty lines that he has compared to these guys. So
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. Now the question is, it only makes sense to me. I believe Steve Weinberg is going to be judging, be head judge, right?
Yes, I think so. It could be Tyler.
Yeah.
We don't know. It's been flipping flopping
Oh,
around with
back and
who's.
forth. Okay.
Yeah. Who's
Hmm.
this? Raul. NeckZilla is gonna improve posing. Cormier has been working with him for the last 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and Crocker is a posing master, or Cormier is a posing
Cormier. Yeah.
master. Yeah. Yeah. That's another benefit that Rubio is going to be bringing, is that the posing is going to be more refined. Hopefully, if he
Right.
listens and actually
Right.
does it. So excited to see Rubio on the stage with people that have been on the Olympia stage before, Nathan
Mhm.
Diasha and William Bodak.
Mhm.
You know, Baruz hasn't been there. He's qualified many times, but unfortunately, he's probably not going to make it to the Olympia. I just have a feeling, but hopefully he does.
Yeah.
Love to
I
see
had the
him out
same
there.
feeling.
Right. So it sucks. Man, maybe Nathan might not make it. He said he's all had him on the show. He said he was, got the
Mhm.
paperwork in line now. So, and he
You,
plans on doing
you,
the Arnold, Ohio
but
2025.
you never know. Like I said, I have a cousin who works at the border, and at the end of the day, you can have all the right paperwork, and they can just say, "We're not letting you in today." There's nothing you can do
Yeah.
about it. Knowing
It
that either
sucks.
the history, it sucks. So it's one of those. It's a coin toss.
Yeah.
I love to see him get in, but we don't know.
Andrew, let's see, Andrew. I don't think he's really posted much.
No, he looked big when we posted beside what's that female bodybuilder when they were
Yeah.
side by side. Like wow, like he kind of looks small compared to
Yeah,
her.
she's just an angler. She's just, I know what she's doing.
Oh,
She's not that big. She's just,
okay. Was an
yeah,
ankle problem.
she's got big boobs. So it's just like, she's fucking just broad and massive up top. And then,
Okay.
right. Then she turns and angles her shoulder out at the photo. And I get
She
like,
knows how
it's
to work the
just,
camera.
yes. Then her
Okay.
butt is like legs sticking out. So just the whole, it's all angles.
Right,
It's
right.
all angles. She's nowhere near the size of Andrew Jack.
Look at him.
So
Look at that. He's
he looks,
improved.
the skin. Yes.
Looks thinner. Skin
Yeah.
looks thinner.
The face, the cheekbones, right in the under the eyes there, like so. Okay, Andrew, you're coming. I see.
He stepped it up. You can tell something's
Yeah,
changed.
yeah. Is that going to translate to the hamstrings and glutes? I kind of don't think so.
Yeah, I was just about to say, one body goes upper portion. Usually, it's
Yeah.
hard for both to go at the same time to bring up.
Okay, and there you got Raul Diaz says,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Matt Rubio beaten Nathan Diasha and should have beaten Crizo. Yeah, I was so I thought it
Yeah.
was right. He beat Nathan Diasha already,
Okay. He did.
and that
See,
wasn't at his best.
it's gonna be an eye opener.
Yeah,
Folks, get your popcorn. Tune into Muscle Discord of the feed and
yeah.
get ready to rock.
Yeah. Trent says Andrew will conquer. You'll eat those words. I no, Andrew's going to win the Texas Pro. I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
saying we're not saying we both say he's going to win. I know you think he's going to win.
It's will
I
his
think he's
legs
going to win.
match? It's will his legs match everybody how he's looking?
Yes.
That's all we're saying.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Will his lower body match just upper body look that he's bringing, which the skin is thinner, his face is sucked in. It looks like he's bringing good condition and size, added size, but will his hamstrings and glutes look like the
Exactly.
rest of his body? I don't know.
Exactly.
Right? So, well, I'm a fan of Andrew Jacks. I was
Mm-hmm.
not impressed in the sense of the conditioning he was having at the Pittsburgh Pro. And
No.
Steve Weinberger also agreed with me. He said he's too big. So, and that maybe he holds a lot of that water and that fat in his
Yeah.
lower body. So,
We're gonna see.
we're gonna see. We're gonna see if he can strip that fat off the lower body.
Right.
Because I want to see Andrew win the Mr. Olympia.
That'd
I
be
think he
great.
has that physique that deserves to be a champion, but is he working like
Hard
a
enough.
champion?
That's exactly it. Mindset.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he does that, he can pull it off. And if he wins, in my opinion, knowing how he is, his mentality and structure, I think
Yeah.
if he won, he'd be one and done. He won't compete again. He won't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's him. He's a different person. Andrew's he's not in it for the
Yeah.
fame, the glory. He's a low key. He's an engineer. He's very smart. He has his life. This is almost like a hobby for him.
Yeah. Okay. That's why it seems. It doesn't seem like he needs the money for the
No,
shows.
no,
He doesn't.
he's work wise, smart
Yeah.
engineer. He's a lot of work. This was his pastime hobby. Like this was my hobby for me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So that's why.
He's doing the was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates, and I think those are 45s, right?
Yeah, the 45 out there.
Yeah.
Beanos's gym. Yeah.
Yeah. And for a taller bodybuilder to squat, it's not easy.
The range of motion is
Look at it. It's kind of awkward because he's so tall. So he has to go wide stance. So he's putting in work. You can't say he's not working. He's just repping out 6 plates aside fairly easily. So he is very strong.
Yes, definitely strong. Definitely strong.
But I look at the legs, and the skin doesn't look very thin to me in the calves.
No. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
He's thicker, yeah.
So it's a thicker. Even when he's squatting,
Mm-hmm.
look at the calves.
Yeah.
Where's the veins? Where's the
You don't
striated
see that.
calves?
That's the thing.
Right? Who can I show that has that? That's way not even close to 2 or 3 weeks out from a show. Like let's just say Derek Lunsford. See the calves?
Yeah.
You can see the cuts in
Right in the
the
bottom.
tight skin. Andrew doesn't have that.
But you also have to remember too, and let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
A lot of black folks don't really have calves. Either you have them or you really don't.
Yes.
There's no in between. There's no in between. Either you have them or you don't.
Agreed. I guess I had okay calves, and I had like the Derek Lunsford style where it's like you can see the thin skin and the cut to the veins
Right.
popping through. Don't see that on Andrew, right?
It's
a
rare.
genetic
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only certain people have it. Look at Quentin. Quentin's calves are probably as big as my head.
Yes.
You
Right.
really have them or you don't.
Yeah. So Derek is looking good though. He's I don't know though. Hadi looks even freakier than Derek looks right now though.
I'm trying to. I'm not. I don't want to be biased, but in my
Yeah.
opinion, Derek. I don't think Derek could win. Will he win? Yes.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm going to call it what it is, I just spit my pure mind and facts. At the end of the day, is business sells, marketable sells. If you can't market something, you can't sell it.
Yeah.
And previous, nothing against like, Hani's phenomenal coaching, but if you can't speak the language really well, and you can't really promote something really well, he loves the sport.
Yeah.
Well, what can you go on tours? Can you speak? Can you travel?
Yeah. Agreed. But I had Tony Daughtery on the show.
Okay.
The interview's coming out this week, and he said there's no fucking politics in bodybuilding.
Come on.
You can't say that. They gave it to Hadi. Hadi won the Olympia.
Yeah, of
He did.
course, yeah.
Right. And then they gave it to Derek after, but it's just like, did they give it to Hadi because he was the best man on that day, and then they gave him a year and he did shit all, and he went back to Iran and hid and didn't promote and didn't post videos for months on end, and
That's
then
what I
they're
think.
like, fuck this shit. This ain't what the Mr. Olympia needs. We need you to be out there doing
Promoting.
podcasts, promoting the show. Although Derek Lunsford doesn't do many podcasts. He's been barely on anything. So you can't say that. But he is good at doing this type of video content.
He puts stuff out.
He puts stuff out. But now Hadi has come back with a vengeance.
Putting
And
things out now.
he's playing a social media game.
Because he knows you have to do something. If you want to be recognized in that realm, and nothing against Tony Daughtery, amazing what he's done and what he's accomplished in the industry. But my point is this: without opinions, you can't have politics. You have to have both. There has to be politics, and everything is politics. Because politics is an opinion.
Yeah.
So if you have an opinion, it's a politic. But look at that. He's
Derek doesn't have any of that shit. It's nothing. Not even close. So I don't know, man. But then Hottie doesn't have that thin skin in the back.
That's
He's got the thick skin back there.
for some reason I feel there's going to be a new Olympia champion, and I don't want to say anything, but for some reason my mind's telling me it's not going to be Derek, which I think it should because of what he's done so far. But
Is it
someone's
gonna
going to step
be?
up.
Is it gonna be this guy?
You read my
Right?
mind.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I strongly believe.
Well, okay. So you're predicting that Nick Walker is going to win the 2024 Mr. Olympia.
Yep,
You heard it here
it's,
first.
it's going to be Nick battling with Hani and Samson. Telling you
Okay.
now.
So you have okay. I don't necessarily disagree with that.
Mhm.
Welcome to the stream, Dino. Thank you for joining.
Welcome, Dino.
Um, Now Sean Ray's opinion that Nick Walker doesn't represent what the Mr. Olympia
Okay,
is supposed to look like.
What does Mr. Olympia supposed to look like?
I think what he means is that the structure
The structure. Okay,
of,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
symmetry, balance,
all right. But
proportion.
if you look at it now, all-time great, one of the best in the world. Did Ronnie really have structure later on in the Olympia years? He was a massive. He
Uh,
was thick.
he was big. He got really big, and in 1998 he had a very good structure and everything.
That was it.
In
Yeah.
99 and 2000,
It
but
slowly declined.
as he got to 2003. Although Ronnie, you just can't, like, when he turned around, it was just like the structure was crazy.
Mhm.
So it's hard to compare Ronnie to Nick Walker structure
No,
wise.
I'm not comparing. My point is
Yeah.
this: what is structure? Like you can. It all depends what you present on stage, right? If
Yeah.
you're short and come back, like my motto is this: Derek is short, Hani is short, Nick Walker's short. That's a good balance right there.
Hmm.
Now, then you throw in Samson, like, well, he's totally different. None of that structure comparable. He's just a different type of structure, taller, fuller. He has all the right tools. So
Yeah.
when you do comparison, you have to look at, okay, who's their best right now? The best right now is Derek. Okay,
Yeah.
so who comes close to him? Then you gotta look at it. It's either going to be Hani or Singh. But what happened if Derek doesn't come in that day looking good, and Samson comes in and just blows them apart? Then who do you follow second with? You can't say, well, it's going to be Hani because they're close to symmetry. They're not. So
Mhm.
how do you do the structure thing? It's going to be tough.
Yeah. Let's see what.
And I know everyone, since I didn't do it last year, I pay attention, I see a lot of people's reviews. I watch a lot of YouTube. And trust me, I thought you guys would learn that it motivates me. I thrive off that. So keep doing it. And I'm going to just shock everybody. And in 12 weeks, I'll take what's mine.
That's what I like. That's what I like about Nick.
Yeah,
He does not shy
really
away
shy
from
away.
saying, "I'm going to win the fucking show," right? And um, he would be a great ambassador for
Oh
Mr.
yes,
Olympia.
I
He's
agree.
got a big. How many followers does he have? He's
Great
got,
following. People know who he is. He's a household name.
yeah, 1.5 million. So, household name, new generation in the sport. Same with Derek. He's young too.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah,
around the
yeah,
same age.
yeah.
So, you know, I just, you know, is that a Mr. Olympia physique? And let me make some points here.
Okay.
If he's so dominating and he's going to
Mm-hmm.
win, if Nick Walker is going to win the uh, the Mr. Olympia,
Mm-hmm.
then how is he so dominating to only beat Martin Fitzwater by 1 point? What does that say? Why
It
didn't he
goes.
fucking dominate the fucking stage at the New York Pro? Say 10 point gap between him and Martin, the second place guy. It was 1 point. Martin could have beat him. People said Martin should have won actually.
Here's my now back to your point. The judging system. When you have someone winning a show, how many shows have we watched over years where you see a first place guy has really dominated so much the second place person by like 6, 9 points? Never. We've never seen that.
Okay, but I'm saying it's Martin Fitz. Is Martin Fitzwater going to be like third at the Olympia now because he was 1 point
That's my
behind Nick?
point. Yeah. So the judging is not making sense. I think Martin's a great bodybuilder.
Yeah,
I don't see Martin being in the top 8 or top 10.
I think Martin's going to be in the probably. I think he'd be in the top 8.
Yeah. I have him at
I think
11th.
he's very good.
No, he's definitely very good.
Yeah,
But here's my reasoning behind that.
yeah,
Not saying that his structure of his body is not good enough. I just think first time being there, I don't care who you are, we're all human. Nerves
yes,
does come into play. You're at the Olympia now. I got here. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
these guys are really big. We can't control our cortisol at certain times and nerves. If it doesn't get the best of them, then maybe. But I think 90% of you does the first time.
Yes. Is Martin's coach
Boss.
Stefan
Yes.
Boss?
Yes.
Why
Yes.
can't I find Martin?
Martin's coach is boss out.
Yeah, I
They've
can't
been
find
together for like
his.
2 years now. Maybe going on 3.
Okay. Why can't I find Martin's IG? I haven't been there for a long
I
time.
haven't been there either. I forgot what it's called.
Oh,
Martian? Yeah.
is it Martian?
Check Martian. I don't know why that comes to my head.
I do not know why.
I know he trains Nick with Wilkins all the time. So I don't know if you see Nick Wilkins' page, you'll see them together doing something.
Or Brett
Brett Wilkins,
Brett.
sorry. Yeah, Brett Wilkins. They're always,
There we go.
that's his
There we
training
go.
partner.
The hell can I find his thing? There it is.
And I couldn't be more excited
Oh,
for it. So
What is it?
is my block by
Oh,
Martin Fitzwater?
what?
What did I say about Martin?
This sport, hey,
That's
guys,
weird. I have never said anything bad about him.
if we're in bodybuilding, we got to be able to take critique. It's called a sport. We're
But
being
I was
judged.
like nice. I was like
I don't
like
know. Who knows? Who
although no,
knows?
I think Nick convincingly won that show. Oh
So,
yeah, I did. I did say
okay,
that.
is that bad? But
I don't.
what's your job? Your job is to report news,
Look at that,
report
guys.
bodybuilding. Come on, guys,
Breaking
ease up.
news. Exactly, I agree with you. Martin Fitzwater has blocked me for, I
Wow.
guess, saying Nick Walker, who did actually beat him at the New York Pro. I've never said he's actually. I did a review of his physique, and he like commented on it, and he was like, "Thanks, brother." In the DM, like those 1 minute reviews I do.
Right, right, right.
Like I just posted one today of Amir, that type of review, and Martin was like, "Thanks, man, appreciate it." And I'm like, "Oh, awesome, yeah, cool." That was it.
The
So
problem is that's a problem, Matt. The problem is in this industry, everybody expects to be a yes man. I'm not going to be a yes man. I've been knocked down. People talk about me, rumors, and I'm this and that. We're in bodybuilding. Call
I,
critique. We're being judged. So if you can't take it, don't have a page.
I agree. I cannot. Yeah, Dino's like some guys are so soft. Exactly. Very interesting. That's what I'm like. Why can't I find Martin's freaking thing? I don't know. I follow him, but I'm not like checking out his profile every day, getting updates. Like I'm not. I don't.
You know
But
what?
I'm trying to
It's
find his. That's hilarious.
we're in a sport where we're being judged, but we can't take a critique. So if a judge says something wrong, you're gonna block them? No. Yeah, that's my point.
Well, Samson's done it, and he's doing it to Milos and Dennis. Like I get it. He just wants to
I
block
think there's
people
more
out.
to I think there's more to it behind the scenes that hasn't come out, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've never met Milos. I've met Samson, talked to him, and I have nothing. I think Samson's an amazing individual for what he stands for, his beliefs. He's a very humble person. He's the type
Yeah.
of person that I will only respond if you really do something that will feel like jeopardizes my inner circle, which is him and Marlena, who's an amazing lady.
Oh,
Then that's it.
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
The-
There's a question for you there.
For
Let me
me,
find this here.
Mhm.
Gravy. Yeah. It says Richard has a point, and let's be honest, Stefan has way too many athletes competing. What's your take on that?
um, my motto is this. I agree. Thank you for the compliment. Stefan has a lot of athletes, But like in this field, he's very smart. He has great time management. We only hear about the guys he coaches. He has a lot of females. Like the Emperor show, he had like 14 athletes. And he's seen everyone.
Yeah.
So he can do it. He can do it. It's just a matter of, will he do it?
Yeah. It's like, do you tap out?
Yeah, when you tap out, you can only handle so much.
Yeah. And you know, he's got to be doing pretty good. Like, what do these guys charge nowadays? What do you think he's charging William Bonac and Nathan Diash?
Well, we all know, and
you
let's
know.
let the cat out of the bag. We all know, and I'll take flack for it, but I speak my mind. I know a lot of top coaches don't charge pro athletes. I won't say any names, and I know for a fact.
Too. Yeah.
What I know, and I'll be honest, when I reached out to him, he said, this is what it costs. And I think for a prep, it was like $3,000. And I'm like, okay, understandable. I'm a nobody. So I get it. He charges. Yeah. And I know an amateur who went to him, and it was a female. And her price was a little bit less than mine, but it was up there.
Yeah.
So now I think he charges some pros, but not as much as we think he would charge.
Okay. I was thinking like $5,000-6,000, but I don't know.
Well, I know and I don't care. I see my mind. When I went to 3 years ago, Neil Hill, he was like $4,500 for a prep. Milo said like $6,000. I was like,
yeah. Ooh.
Wow. And this was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So what happens now?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah. It's expensive. Like, that's the thing. What's Hani Rambod charging Sebum? What's he charging, Derek?
Well, here's what I think. I think in a situation like that, it's like, well, with Sebum, you're not part of my line. I'll coach you. We have to find a happy medium and do something. Give a little, get a little. I don't think up Tyson as well, but could be wrong. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me say this now. Do you think Sebum was paying Ian to coach him?
Probably not.
Yeah, brother-in-law. So, you know what I mean? Now, it's different when Chris goes to someone like Pat, or Ani, or there's no family tie. So it all depends. We will never know because it's not our business to say, but I can only take from my experience what I was asked to charge, but I know some of these guys don't pay.
I know that too. I know there's a big one that I wish he would say that he never got paid. Mm-hmm. But
they cover their trips and the prize money purse. They say if I finish this high, I'll give you a percentage. That's how some of them work it out. I know that for a fact.
Yes. Yeah. I know that Matt Jensen was wanted to charge Quentin for his flight.
Yeah.
Quentin was like, "What the fuck? You got big backers here too."
That's my point. That's my point, right?
Yeah.
So it's the favorites happen to play there.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's interesting. Some coaches will just say, "Well, okay, I'll coach you because you're a big name and don't worry about it."
Right.
But I've heard this one coach that was coaching I'll say a top 3 Mr. Olympia. Mm-hmm. Didn't get paid for years, and they're no longer together. So,
it's At the end of the day, my motto is this: what they should do is if they work something out at the beginning and they both agree, then that's it. I mean, if you want me to pay you, okay, I'll pay you. But if I win this prize money, you're not getting a percentage. So they all work out something. I know that for a fact.
Franco says Chris Aceto is known for coaching top level pros and not charging. I could see Chris doing that. Chris, people don't know he's a multimillionaire. He's got like
he's
400 unit properties. Yeah.
They don't know. Yeah.
He looks like a cat. Like he doesn't dress. He just
he's very
super relaxed.
He'll never act like he has money. No. And I know that for a fact. And I was Regan in London way back when Aceto was coaching him. And I'm like, how was Chris the coach? He's just a humble guy. Like, he'll be like, why are you paying so much for that? Do this. I'm like, You're loaded, buddy. Everyone's different.
Yeah, and he just likes to help. But
Yeah.
thing is, he's like flying all over the place. I'm sure
He
he'd be like,
travels.
pay for my flight, I'll come.
Yeah, exactly.
Type of kid.
And that's how they work it out. You want me to be there? Pay for my flight, and I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. He just loves to do it. But just looking at this video of
Footage.
this assist. Although is his waist, this is him not off season, but this is him like 12, 13 weeks out. So his waist is still not going to be totally
Yeah.
sucked in.
No.
But it does look a little thicker, especially in that front shot. But it's always kind of been a little thick. So I hope it's not getting too big again, because he did bring it in for the Arnold this year. And now it looks like you got to be careful there.
Well, like I said, this Olympia, there will not be a repeat. And I'll dress up and wear a skirt and makeup on.
Coach Rich is saying that Nick Walker is going to win the 2024 Mr. Olympia. The poll I put up, is Nick Walker going to win this year, says 61% say no, he's not going to win. 24% say he'll place between 3rd and 5th. And then 16% now say he'll win. So not a lot of people on your side with that one.
But... And that's a sport we're in. We all have our opinions.
Yes. I don't think he's going to win the Mr. Olympia. I just think when you stand next to Derek Lunsford, the tiny waist, the shredded glutes, more shredded than his, the crazy back. Okay. Now I'll put you on the spot.
Okay.
Let's change this to Nick so we can just kind of look at Nick when we do this. What poses? Let's talk about the current Mr. Olympia. What poses is Nick going to beat Derek Lunsford in?
Front double.
A lot of people say, "Oh, he's going to win this year," and they don't really think about pose for pose. Okay, front double.
Front double.
Okay.
I'm going to give him side chest.
You know what? Derek actually has a good side chest.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. But I think when you look at the structure and the drop on the hamstring and just the shoulder density, I look more aesthetically pleasing to me. I like Nick. Derek wins double back. Ab and thigh, Nick. Easy. Derek has no abs.
Yeah.
He's softer.
Okay.
I think Derek wanted to take maybe double back, to be honest.
Yeah, Derek takes that back double bicep.
Yep.
He takes the rear lat spread.
Mm-hmm.
He takes the front double bicep. He takes the front lat spread. Nick's terrible at hitting that front lat spread. That's 4 poses. They may give Derek the side chest. They might give him it. They probably give Nick the side tricep. He has a good side tricep.
Yep. It's close. It's close.
But I think Nick wins the side chest, the ab and thigh,
front double.
And I don't know if they would give him the front double with the waist. Are you kidding me?
Well, his waist, like if he pulls it in, I don't. Like
they love his front double. There's like, his front double bicep's so good. That's the glory shot.
I think he's gonna improve it this year. I just have to say the front double is gonna become tight waist. Like when he won the Arnold, that's the waist he's gonna bring.
Well, we saw him with the New York Pro. It was just the normal with Nick waist. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was normal Nick.
Yeah.
But at the Arnold, if he brings that back where Nick when he did the Arnolds, that waist structure, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Okay. And then what poses does Nick beat Hottie in?
That's the thing. That's a good point. Now,
or Samson, right? Like it's hard to be like Nick Walker's just going to leapfrog all over all these guys.
Well, he plays third, right? It wasn't for the leapfrog. Plays third.
He plays third.
Now, who beat him? Only Derek and Hottie. So put them side by side. So what we're saying is, do we think Derek is so much better than Nick? Or is Derek more closer, or is Nick more closer to Hottie? Who's more closer to Hottie, Derek or Nick, in your opinion? Not for placings, just in your opinion.
Derek is more closer to Hottie.
All right.
Yeah.
So that
Just
if we say that those three, then we can't have, then Samson can't be fourth or top four because he's just too big. Who are you going to compare him to?
who would give third to?
Yeah, who'd you go third to?
Uh, uh, it could be Andrew Jack could be in there, but he's like Samson. It's tall. Uh, it could be maybe Martin Fitzwater gets in there, but I'm not going to be really advocating for him since he blocked me. But just joking, guys. I don't care.
We all know
If
there's
you got
going
a
to be
good
a
physique, you got
sleeper.
a good physique.
Yeah,
I don't care.
yeah.
I
There's
don't
going to be a
necessarily.
sleeper. There's going to be a sleeper in the top
Yeah.
four. There's going to be a sleeper. We know that. The question is who? Is it going to be Samson, or is it going to be
Who else is in there? It's Hunter. There's
Hunter?
Tony O'Burton. There's
Tony Bird's not making top seven.
then NeckZilla is going to be there. He's going to win the Dubai Pro, and he's going to be.
That's some
You
point.
got William Bonac. You got Brandon Curry.
Well, I can say this for sure then. Okay, I'll say this for sure. Derek is not winning the Olympia.
Okay, I don't disagree. Like I didn't have him winning last year. I had
Yeah.
still had Hottie beating.
Yeah.
So and after what Derek said on that live stream they did at Olympia TV, and it's like, oh, his
Yeah.
lighting, and he was like
Oh yeah.
going against Tarek and what he wanted to do, and
You're not winning. You're not
maybe he
winning.
didn't like the attitude he's given a little bit there, and I don't know.
Yeah.
So
You're not winning.
yeah, but he comes out with that back double bicep, and he's so impressive. It's like a Phil Heath from the back there with
Oh,
the
yeah.
glutes, and it's so it's like, damn, it's hard to beat.
But there's seven other poses. There's seven other poses.
Yes.
So we'll
So
see.
we'll see. All right. What is there anything else I missed the topic wise here that
No. Rubio, Dubai,
yeah,
Chicago.
Walker, and then we now know Martin Fitzwater has blocked me.
Yep.
I'm just finding out that live. This is live on air. I did not realize that he blocked me, and so that's funny. Guess I won't have him as a guest on the show. Hey, some guys are super sensitive.
Yeah, that's
They're
it.
just Matt didn't say I should have won that show. I was waiting for him to say it, and block. He took the time to go on his phone, find Muscle Discord, and press block. It's just I can't. It's just so weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I think the next interesting thing is, like I said, 2025 and 26, Olympia is going to be crazy. I'm calling it now. Regan will make some noise. Some news coming out. You'll see.
I just don't. Regan, great bodybuilder, fellow Canadian.
Yes,
bodybuilder, gotta
great
represent Canada.
bodybuilder. I'll tell you what Regan's issue is, in my opinion. I first seen him in 2011 when he first came out. He had a book with him, and I seen the book. By this time, I want to become a pro. By this time, I want to win the show. This time, I'm going to have this. Like, he had everything structured. If he brought back that same mentality when he did back then to now, unstoppable. That's his mindset. People just don't know. The problem is what happened? The media got a hold of him, and he blew up as an influencer. So he's made so much dominance in the influencing side. Good-looking guy, aesthetically pleasing. Like, he's good-looking. Did he train hard? Yes. But if he had the same mentality like he did back then, I'm telling you now, Regan, I love you as a brother. You know, we talk. You could be Mr. Olympia easy. If he had that, put him 6 months to a year, just train. Forget about social media. Forget about that stuff. Just train. Problems.
What do you think it's the social media that's hurting him? Is he too busy? Is he just not training properly?
No, it's making so much money, busy. It's just and now he's a family man. Now he's a dad, so that's gonna play a role. I get that. But back then, like I said, people don't understand. He was on top of everything. Like he was just making so much money. It was just like, yeah, I'm good. There was no killer instinct. There was no need to. Why? Everything was good. Like he was making everything. Good money, got a good gym going, everything was fine.
Yeah, but there's lots of guys that like that are who were making money like that too back then, and like that.
But but the difference is not so many people have that killer instinct. Jay was a businessman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, I know you got to get going, so we'll
Yeah.
wrap it up. And man, I appreciate you. It was a good
Of
one.
course.
We'll definitely have you back.
Okay.
And
Thank you, Matt.
we'll do
Appreciate
some
it.
recaps of other shows and stuff like that. So, all right, guys, we will catch you on the next one. Appreciate you coming on, Rich.
All right.
See you
Take care,
soon.
everybody.
Okay. Peace, guys.
Bye.